Hello and welcome to our today's session. Here we are going to discuss about the lesson Helen Keller, a woman who showed the world that people with disabilities can and do succeed. Before moving on further, I would like to share in short the lifespan or life of Helen Keller. She was born in 1880 and she died in 1968. Helen Keller was an American author and political activist. She was the first deaf and blind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree. She used to say, "The best and the most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or touched. They must be felt with heart." Such a great personality she was. Before moving on further, children, I would like to share some information about some great personalities who had shown the world that you can overcome any disability and become a successful person if you have determination. So, one such personality is Albert Einstein, the mathematician, physicist who had a learning disability and did not speak until age of 3. The second personality is Alexander Graham Bell. He had a learning disability. Then we know the name of Thomas Edison. He is the great inventor. In his early life, he was thought to have a learning disability and he could not read till the age of 12. He first captured world attention by inventing the phonograph. His most popular invention is the electric light bulb. He also developed the telegraph system. He also became a prominent businessman. Then the next personality is Franklin Roosevelt. He had polio and he was governor of New York State, then elected president of the United States for 4 terms. Then George Washington, he also had a learning disability. He could barely write and had very poor grammar skills. Talking about Indian people, Sudha Chandan is one of the most well-known dancers and TV actresses in India. Despite losing one of her legs to infection in 1981 after a car accident, she is what is known as a Bharatanatyam dancer and was able to teach herself how to dance using a prosthetic foot. Then we have the example of Arunima Sinha, the first Indian amputee to conquer Mount Everest. She lost her leg when a group of thieves pushed her from a moving train. She climbed the Mount Everest and proved to the world that willpower and dedication matter more than a perfect body to achieve great things in life. Then we know the name Stephen Hawking. He stands among the most famous people with disabilities who have changed the world with their life's work. So, such great personalities were they. One of them is Helen Keller. So, today we are going to read the lesson from our textbook. Helen Keller. Shall we start? It was the summer of 1880. A healthy baby girl was born in a small town in Alabama. Her parents loved her dearly and named her Helen Keller. But one day, the baby became ill, and day after day, her fever stayed high. Everyone in the family tried to help her to get better, but all they could say was, "There is nothing more we can do. The baby may not live." Helen lived, but she was not the same after her illness. Something is very wrong, her mother said. At last, they found out what was wrong. The child could never see or hear. The baby grew into a little girl. Her parents felt sorry for her. Helen often cried and held on to her mother. Give the poor child what she wants, her father would say. So, now let me explain. Helen Keller was born in 1880 in the summer. When she was born, she was a healthy baby girl, and she was born in a small town, and her parents loved her dearly. Dearly means very much. As your parents also loved you, same. They named her as Helen. But when she was 1.5 years old, she was suffering from high fever, and because of that fever only, she cannot listen or speak, because that fever was so high, and all the family members, though they tried to help her, though they tried to get her better, they could not do anything. Just they were saying that there is nothing more we can do, the baby may not live. But Helen lived. But her life was not same as it was before the illness. Her mother was also saying something is wrong with her, but they cannot understand what is wrong with the girl, because 1.5 years means she was not that much elder. She was too small. She was not able to say what is happening with her, and the parents also were not able to find out what was wrong with her. At last, after some days, they came to know that because of illness, the child could not hear or see. Now, slowly, the baby girl now grew into a little girl, and the parents were feeling so sorry for the child. Helen was often crying, and she was always following her mother. Wherever mother will go, she used to go with her. And whenever she was crying, her father would say to her mother, give the poor child what she wants. Though Helen could not hear or see, she was a bright little girl. She was very smart, she was very clever. Some people thought Helen could not learn anything. Her mother did not agree. Helen is very smart, she said, and added, the problem is how can we reach her? She is locked up inside herself. So here, though she was not able to hear or see, Helen was very bright, very smart. People were saying that now Helen could not learn anything, but her mother was not ready to agree. She was not agree that Helen is not able to learn anything. She was saying that Helen is very smart, and she was saying that the problem is with us, because we don't know how to understand her. We don't know what she wants. That is the problem, because the girl is too small, she cannot say, and we cannot understand her needs. Then Helen began to grow wild. She would not let anyone comb her hair. Now here wild means she was not letting anyone to comb her hair. Her clothes were always dirty. She was often angry. Sometimes she even lay on the floor and kicked her feet. Means her behavior was like this, so it is said that she grew wild. Her parents thought they should find a teacher for her. Now the parents started finding one teacher who will teach Helen. So they found out one teacher, and the name of the teacher, Miss Sullivan. A young teacher agreed to help Helen to learn to see the world. Miss Sullivan gave Helen a doll. D-O-L-L spells doll. She spelled the word with her fingers into Helen's hand. She made the letters with special hand signs. Now here Miss Sullivan, Helen's teacher, started teaching Helen with the sign language. How she was teaching her? She was spelling the words on Helen's palm. Example here is given of DOLL. She was writing the spelling of the particular word on her hand and telling Helen the meaning of the word. And Helen copied her teacher and spelled DOLL. Then teacher also teaching, and Helen was also copying, imitating her teacher. But she did not understand what she was doing. Whatever she was writing, Helen was not able to understand, because just writing with the fingers on the hand is not sufficient. Helen liked Miss Sullivan. She was strict but kind. Though Helen Keller's teacher, Miss Sullivan, was strict, she was very kind. And Helen also liked her teacher. Her teacher spelled a lot of words for Helen on her hand, day and night, to make Helen understand. Means the teacher was so nice. She was helping Helen to understand the words. She was trying a lot. Day and night she was trying to teach Helen. One day what happened? One day her teacher made Helen put her hand into running water. Then she spelled WATER. Suddenly Helen understood that water meant something wet running over her hand. Now children, just writing the word on the hand, it is not sufficient. So the teacher find out one trick. What she did? She took Helen and she let her keep her hand or put her hand into the running water. Then here in the picture you will see that the small girl, she is touching the water, and then she understood that what is water? Water is something which is wet and running down her hand. She understood that words were the most important thing in the world. Words would tell her everything she wants to know. And from that time she started learning properly with the help of her teacher. And in the previous session also I have given you the information about all that. Later on in 1904 Helen became graduated. So this is the story of Helen Keller, and this is the lesson related to her. I request you children to go and watch the previous video also. There you will get a lot of information. Now here we will come towards our new words from the lesson. First is dearly. Dearly means affectionately, fondly, greatly valued by, precious to someone. Then illness. Illness means sickness or poor health. Then agreed. Agreed means approved, consent, admit. Then important means significant, crucial, main, major, salient, prime. So many words you can find out from the dictionary. Then you can write the antonyms also, like agreed, disagreed, illness, wellness or health, important, unimportant. Like this you have to study. Now moving on further. Reading is fun. The questions are there. What is the first question? Something is wrong, said Helen's mother. What was wrong with Helen? Just now we have read the lesson. Helen became blind and deaf due to her illness. That is why her mother said something is wrong. Although Helen could not hear or see, what kind of girl was she? Just now we have seen in the lesson. How was she? She was, though Helen could not hear or see, she was a bright and smart child. Who agreed to help Helen? Miss Sullivan agreed to help Helen. How did Miss Sullivan help Helen? Miss Sullivan gave Helen a doll. She spelled DOLL and wrote the word on Helen's hand by her fingers. In this way, she taught her the sign language to learn the words. What did Helen learn when the teacher put her hand into running water? When the teacher put Helen's hand into the running water, she learned the new word water. She also understood the meaning of water as she found it wet and running down her hand when she touched it. So she understood that water means something which is wet and running down her hand. What was the most important thing Helen finally understood? Finally, Helen understood that words are the most important thing in the world. She can know everything through words. Now we will see what is the next question. Now let's talk. There some questions are given like using sign language, make these letters with your hand. In the next slide, I will show you CHEK how to write that words with the sign language. You have to try. Then spell these words through hand signs. This also you have to try to spell with your hands. Helen and Watts. Now next question is, how do people who cannot see read? Here I would like to tell you that the people who cannot see, they read through a special language, and that language is called as Braille script. What it is called? Braille script. Now what is Braille? So Braille is a system of touch reading and writing for blind persons in which raised dots represent the letters of the alphabet. It also contains equivalent for punctuation marks and provides symbols to show letter groupings. Braille is read by moving the hand or hands from left to right along each line. The reading process usually involves both hands, and the index finger generally do the reading. Now by using the Braille alphabet, people who are blind can review and study the written words. They can also become aware of different written conventions such as spellings, punctuation, paragraphing and footnotes. Braille is named after its creator. The name of the creator is Louis Braille. He was a Frenchman and he lost his sight as a result of a childhood accident. And then he invented Braille script, which is very useful for the people, those who are visually impaired. Then, how do you think you can help children who cannot see? So here I would like to tell you children that you should help the people. Whatever help you can do, you try to help them. And how can you help? You can celebrate your birthday with them. You can invite them for your birthday. Share your stories, whatever happens with you, with them. Don't tease them. That is the most important thing. So, whatever little bit you can help them, help the children, those who are blind. Like you can help them to sing songs, you can help them by giving books related to Braille script. On your own, try to find out the ways how you can help the blind children. Now look at the signs for the letters of alphabet. See here are the Braille, means here are the alphabets that are used in sign language. Like here A, B, C, D, E, F. How it is spelled? Just now we have seen the question. Spell the words with the hand sign. So this chart will be useful for you, or this diagram will be useful for you to spell the words. A, B, C, D, E, F. All the alphabets are shown here with the hand sign. Then next is G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, and last Y and Z. So these are the alphabets. You have to try to spell the words. You can try to spell your spelling, means your name spelling, and try to spell the 5 spellings. Like you can spell the names of your friends. In this way you will get the mastery on this sign language. Then the next question is, let's write. There match the pairs are used. What is the question? Match the two parts of sentences given under column A and B. Add but to join the two parts and write complete sentences. Here I would like to tell you that but is a conjunction, and conjunction is a word that we use to join two words or two sentences, like and, but, so, because. Now here column A and column B, we have to join column A with column B, but while joining we have to use the conjunction but. See how we can do this. Helen lived after her illness. What is the answer? But she could not hear or see. Second is, she could not see or hear, but she was very intelligent. People thought that she could not learn anything, but her mother thought she could learn. Helen copied the words, but she did not understand what she was doing. Miss Sullivan was strict, but she was kind to Helen. In this way you can match column A with column B by using the conjunction but. And in next session we will learn about the conjunctions, and here we are ending our today's session. I hope you all have understood, and before going on I would like to tell you, go through the textbook page number 88. There also you have to find out the questions for how often do you obey your parents, visit your grandparents, fight with your brother or sister, help others, throw waste in the dustbin, switch off the lights when you go out of the room, leave the tap on while brushing your teeth. Tear pages from your notebook. For these answers you have to give the answers. Questions you have to write the answers by using always. Like, I always obey my parents. I sometimes visit my grandparents. I sometimes fight with my brother or sister. Like this, page number 88, you have to give the answers for on your own. Then again I would like to tell you that from the newspaper or old magazine, collect stories or reports of courageous children. Courageous means brave children, those who got bravery awards, and what brave act they did. Like this, find out from old magazines or old newspaper and try to write about that. So, I hope you all understood. Now here we will end our today's session. Thank you.